Let me get in there real quick. This is right here. Alright. What's happening with you niggas? It's your big dog 91. You know who I'm here with. SB Price.
You already know.
Live in the flesh. It's MLK Day. Martin Luther King Jr.
The King's Day for sure.
My dog actually did something hella cool today. He not trying to give out too much information, but
And
y'all
also,
know
thanks to his help
y'all
with his
aware of
expertise.
Expressing yourself with SB Press, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He's got a business edition. He's got hella editions, right? But today's business edition was with his barber, longtime barber, right? You see him, he be tip top. He got the waves and all that.
I try to keep y'all sick.
You know, so like he's attaching his day-to-day with his passions. You know what I'm saying? What better than to highlight the people closest to you? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Within these editions of his passion, you know what I'm saying? So like business edition, his barber. I don't know if I'm gonna say this correctly. Say passe, que passe? How do you?
Sapase.
There it goes. Say sapase. It's I think he said the owner was Haitian, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not Haitian. Don't got no experience in that language. You know what I'm saying? Or the people too much. I met a couple. You know what I'm saying? But like, I think for what I could say, walking into that shop, it felt wholesome, right? Because this is my dog. And like anywhere that he's ever brought me, it always felt wholesome. It always felt organic. It didn't feel like I was out of place just being there, you know what I'm saying? And listening to the conversation more so than paying attention to the fact that we're making content, I'd be like honored to be in those situations so that I can hear that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I can hear bullshit all day. We can tap into no jumpers, Adam 22 bullshit all day.
That's for sure. Shade room bullshit,
you know what I'm saying?
all day.
And feed into the negative aspect of what society wants us to see. So like the fact that we're both, you know what I'm saying, doing our best to put out into the world what we would like to see more of, bro.
And that's positivity.
That's man, bro, that shit is hella cool. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't even started how I usually do. You know, it was here and there, but you know the deal. We're here to motivate each other's mentals.
That's right.
Right? We're here to talk about things that nobody wants to talk about. We're here to highlight. What my dog does is highlight the people that don't get enough credit, right? He highlights the fact that people don't really get the chance to express themselves too much, right? We're all caught up in what we were talking about, society, right? What do we know the most of? Keeping up with the Kardashians. Why the fuck do I, like, I get it, it's entertainment, but like, why the fuck do I need to know about these niggas' lives?
Right,
like,
especially if it doesn't add value to yours.
You know what I'm saying? So like if it adds entertainment to yours and you enjoy that, that's for you, to each his own, that's cool. I'm not like that. I don't really watch too much TV. I kind of focus more so now into what I like to do, where my passions lie, and what feed my passions. So like I'm not fit to listen to no Kim Kardashian or anything negative in the news that you could think about. You know what I'm saying? Like Whack 100. Always want to talk about he got a whole platform now called the
the Whack Room?
The Exposers, nigga. Some shit
wow.
like that, right? It's a group of niggas that, you know, just kind of, you know, tap into people's situations, dive into other people's businesses and shit.
Basically.
That's cool. Entertainment off you. I ain't got nothing negative to say about people. But
it's kind of different.
I'm excited to see the episode about this business edition come out because I mean, I'm gonna rewatch it because I'm gonna edit the shit.
Yeah, he's a shooter.
That's what I mean. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna edit it and be like, damn, you feel me? Sit there smoking, really like reliving the moment. Like that was a real conversation, and it ties into what I really want to highlight today which is therapy, right? He talked about it a little bit with his barber about how barbers are like low-key therapists, right? He calls it a hidden therapist, hidden psychiatrist. I say different shit like low-key. Is a you feel me? But like it's the same concept though. Like I've actually spent time in therapy. I spent a cool year and some.
I spent some time in it as well.
Right,
so.
And unfortunately not in that form of therapy anymore. But the time that I spent through it, I got to watch myself like hate the fact that I was even participating in it because of what society teaches us and what as men and, especially, minorities teach each other. Like, nigga, what the fuck is you crazy, nigga?
Tough it up, suck it up.
I don't need a doctor, nigga. I don't need to go to the doctor. I don't need no therapist. I don't need no doctor for my mind. That's how we wired as men, and especially in minority, communities that have a big percentage of minorities. You know what I'm saying? That's just how we're raised. So I think the biggest thing that I took from the professional form of therapy was that there's actually shit that you can tap into just by being asked normal questions.
Absolutely.
And the minute that, and I'm not afraid to say it, bro, like this was court-ordered therapy. I didn't want to be a part of this, and that's the one thing that I was glad about. One of the very few things that came out of my unfortunate situation with the courts is that I got to be in therapy. I went from thinking, fuck, man, I got to do this shit, but then it turned into I get to you know what I'm saying?
Work on, my issues and my problems.
I was looking forward to that shit every day. It was just the questions that they was asking didn't really hit at first. So I went from I went through the stages. I didn't want to be in it, and then I gradually started to grasp the concept. So it was a moment where I wasn't receiving any of the messages because I wasn't allowing that shit to enter
really
my mental. You know what I'm saying? So once I actually let go of that stigma that it was wrong, that it was some weird shit, whatever corny shit to be inside therapy. Once I let go of that and actually received the messages, bro, I learned so much.
I hear it.
About myself, my character. You know what I'm saying? It didn't make me a perfect person. I could never be that. But it for sure helped me in so many different ways.
It for sure helped with some imperfections.
Oh, for sure. How was your experience in therapy? If you don't mind me asking,
not at all.
How did you even take the step into getting into it? Because you hear how difficult it was for me to and nigga, I'm not fit to go to therapy, bro. All I did was I listened to the courts. You feel me? This shit was by law. You need to go to therapy, nigga. So
my sessions were basically doctor ordered.
Okay.
At the time, I was dealing with a lot of physical health situations, and they could not come up with a source of the reason of why it is that I was going to the hospital so often, why I was being checked in the ICU and the ER so often and stuff, if all my vitals are coming back a certain way. So they could not base the issue on where it could come from, the epicenter of it and stuff. So one of the doctors said that it could possibly be a lot of it being not self-inducive, but self-inducive stress. It can be stress-inducing.
Yeah.
So they suggested therapy for me. And at this time, I was kind of just coming out of losing my grandfather, so it was a lot of things that I was hurting from at that time. And the first session I can remember like it was yesterday. The first session, it took maybe 10 minutes into it for me to really snap in and say, if I'm here, I need to be here to actually let it help me. So let me open up to this person so I can, be here to receive what I'm supposed to be here for. So I opened up about a lot of things, past relationships that were still fostering a shadow over me. Friendships that I wish were a certain way or whatever. Also, how work was going at that time and just different aspects. But the main thing that person kept hearing and understanding was I was still dealing with the pain of the loss of my grandfather. And I did not come to full terms in accepting it So that was going to be the task that they first kind of got me to get over the hump in each session. Speaking more of the stuff out so you don't fester it in and it becomes cancerous.
Yeah.
And then you're letting out those things that are festering in as stress. So little by little, not only was it helping my mental, it was also helping my physical. I wasn't, having my check-ins and all that stuff as regular. It started becoming, a lot easier to deal with what I was dealing with physically because the mental was getting right.
There you go.
So yeah, for me, therapy, it definitely became a situation that I grew to love, be more appreciative of it. And it changed for me because I was in it for a minute to the point to where I only had a certain amount of sessions with the therapist that I had. So it's like when you break those walls down to let someone, really in and have a neutral perspective of everything so they can help, help you stop suffering in silence and stop hiding your hurt so you can heal from it. Which also went into why I even do my podcast as well, my solo podcast.
Yeah.
So a lot of that was just, manifesting the healing process through the hurting. And yeah, it kind of hurt to know that with that specific therapist, the terms were going to become to an end with him, but I was given the option to shift over to another person. And it was just so weird how things go. And I didn't look at the negative as a negative. I looked at that negative as a positive because I never got switched over. But maybe it was that I had all the answers for the questions that I needed at that time. And I needed to take the right steps within myself on my own terms and path with everything that I did learn to kind of move forward in life with the hurting and healing part.
I like how you worded it, because the biggest step inside therapy after being able to receive the therapy as a concept, right? Once you're in there ready to get answers,
right?
Once you're ready to even hear these questions, right? Like it goes. I think that it's mainly identifying what it is you're going through, what it is that you feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, and there's a lot of days, especially as a child, that I would walk around hella angry, hella sad, and I don't even know what the fuck I'm sad or angry about. And to this day, can still do that shit. Like, it's not that I'm completely oblivious to the fact that I'm angry. It's not that I'm just out here blindlessly angry.
You don't truly know the source of it.
It's that there's so many things that I can.
There's so many things that you can be upset about,
you know what I'm saying?
that you won't even know where it's coming from directly.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
I will say what my therapist said: work on one thing at a time.
You know,
if you have a list full of things that you want to work on, it'll be hard for you to get all of them done if you're working on all of them at once, instead of working on one at once.
Yeah, you can't get everything done today, right? You can put a little bit of work into something today and tomorrow and the next, you know what I'm saying?
I had a good friend that said this in a song a long time ago. Shout out Timepiece. He said, Rome wasn't built in a day, but a shot of Patron make the problems go away. Now, we gonna figure that out a little later. But yeah, another saying that I came up with is you do not drink and drive because you'll end up at your ex's house. Yeah. Now, we don't drink anymore anyways.
Shit around here, dog.
At all. But I'm just saying, be careful. Be careful.
We don't drink shit around here. But yeah, big dog, another thing was that we have in common the fact that we no longer are in therapy.
Right.
Right. And I know for myself, I wish I was back in it. I wish it was either affordable or accessible to have every week, a month, know that you can sit in through that. So what I do is try to take either lessons or feelings that I got of accomplishment or peace from those sessions and try to apply it to day-to-day life. So niggas know I do music. I make music. Like, when I sit down and listen to a beat that connects with my soul, I'm literally writing down words, true, actual words that are coming through, from my heart to my mind and out into the world. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of whether you niggas hear it or not, that's that
You're
shit
giving
to
a
me,
piece
you know
of
what I'm
you
saying?
to
I'm
the
recognizing.
universe.
Look at the steps. Like I'm recognizing something that I feel.
Mm-hmm.
This beat that I connected to for sure made me think of something and has me sitting here stuck, making sure that I get all that shit out into the world, right? Or at least out of my mind. And that for sure is therapy, right? You go to the therapist with all this shit built up inside you, all the pent up aggression, sadness, whatever ball that you created for yourself, and you release that shit once you're willing to. You know what I'm saying? So like that is a feeling that I get through making music, right? When I'm singing the song, when I play it back and I'm listening to my own voice, you know what I'm saying? As painful as it could sound, because I keep hearing that shit. Everybody be like, nigga, you got hella pain in your voice. You know what I'm saying? And like I can't shy away from that shit. You know what I'm saying? So like even hearing that like is a form of therapy because it gives me that sense of peace. Like, God damn, nigga, I'm feeling all this shit. It's all true. These words is all true. And I don't regret that I'm saying it. I don't give a fuck if you heard it. I'm feeling it and it's out. It's not just up here no more. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit to me brings a little bit of peace, especially the more emotional that I get on these songs. Like if it makes me cry, like while I'm writing this shit, I think honestly that's a piece of sadness that I'm low key like letting go of. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's still there, but I kind of I could see it, I could feel it, and not be overwhelmed.
You can use it to channel growth from it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what's another daily practice or anything that you could think of? Because we started it off with the barbers.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like that's also some place that you can find a form of therapy, a form of peace. You know, through conversation, through the service, through the person that's actually caring for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's another? Can you think of anything else that you can maybe get some form of peace, serenity?
Finding your people, finding your squad, you know, and connecting with them on a deep level, showing complete familiarity so they can, you know, being open with others so they can be open with you. I know y'all saw that clip, but it's the truth, you know. You gotta open up for people to be able to be open with you. So what I truly do is try to show 100% humility so that people know that there's no level to come at with me. They can come all the way or not at all, one or the other. But it's either you really seek in real confidence or you either just become one. You either seek what you want or become what you want. So it's like the whole thing with support systems. Some people lacked having support systems coming up, so they become a support system for other people.
Man.
So it's like, you know, just flipping the switch on what you didn't have and becoming what you didn't have for either yourself and for others. So for me, another place of a therapy is shit. You, Corey, Kenyon, you know, like people that I honestly trust and I feel and know have the best opinions towards any situation that I'm in, whether I want to hear it or whether I like it or not. You know, it's always going to be from a neutral perspective. It's never going to be biased. And that's what you need in life. You need somebody to be able to tell you, hey, your shit stink.
Right.
And there's going to be times in life to where I tell a lot of people, like, in certain situations, somebody shouldn't have to tell you your shit stink. You should be able to smell your own shit.
Because therapy ain't all like, hey, you're doing good, you're doing a good job, my nigga. Like,
at all.
You know, pat yourself. Nah.
Therapy
is
like, tearing down like, in order to build.
You know what I'm saying? It's like therapy, you can sit there and have them sessions where it's like, hey, yo, you do realize where you fucked up, right? Where you could have been wrong. Like, at first they let you try to identify it on your own, but they will help your ass see that, nigga. It's always two sides to every coin.
Absolutely.
What the fuck is niggas talking about? Like, you can't just go in there expecting to just cry everything out and then, because they'll let you do that shit. They'll let you cry. But what kind of...
You'll get further backwards than forwards.
You know what I'm saying? What kind of person, just as a person, fuck being a professional, would allow somebody to never grasp the concept of accountability?
Exactly.
That's insane to me. You know what I'm saying?
And
so like,
that's a major lack in today's world. like accountability. And it's genderless when it comes to it. You know, a lot of men are not holding themselves accountable. A lot of women aren't. So I recommend you lock in with people that do hold you accountable.
Hell yeah.
So you can be held to the standard of meaning what you say and saying what you mean.
On the real.
Just like straight up, like again, I am held accountable by this guy. If it wasn't for this guy, today wouldn't have happened. A lot of things coming forward wouldn't happen. A lot of things that were in the past wouldn't have happened. So again, like, get with people that will hold you accountable.
Vice versa. Like, hey, I be stuck in my shit, and this motherfucker here be like, let's just call it what it is. Like, I'ma say it the way I say it. I be dead. I be dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be dead stuck, right? For a better term. And he be speaking life into me. Like, nah, my nigga, like, pick your fucking head up without even saying it. You know what I'm saying? The nigga, if I say, yeah, nigga, I'm not too good at this, he somehow makes me see that my efforts count. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you goddamn right, people that you either love, trust, have love for, that genuine connection, people that speak life into you, that's for sure something that you can find some therapy in, some form of peace, for sure, because I've been low, I've been hella low, I've been hella dark, and this nigga done picked me up and brought me to the light hella times, you know what I'm saying, in the short span of time that I've known the nigga. So I you know what I'm saying? So, like, side note, I appreciate you for that shit, my nigga.
I appreciate you, because it goes hand in hand. Again, like, every time I get the chance to talk about it, I talk about it, so this is another chance. But again, man, I was on my deathbed before meeting this dude. So to come into, not just like, just a cool bond and shit, a brotherhood, but actually, like, the other day, he's like, nigga, we really friends. I was like, absolutely, and like, in any way, shape, and form that I can be there, I will be there, and willingly. There's some people that feel like, oh, I have to feel like I'm obligated because of certain things. It's like, no, like, the obligation is to myself because I want to. So it's a difference between the two, So, yeah, for me, man, I can't thank you enough. Like, shit, it goes right back to you as well. So,
right, and as actual friends, because, like, you could say, yeah, the homies, but, like, within that fucking label, homie, you know you got homies that are fucked up. You ever hear a nigga say, yeah, that's the homie, but that nigga hella foul. Or some, like, yeah, he be on some bullshit, like, that's the homie, but I can't really fuck with him like that. All right, so this the homie, but I'm telling you, this nigga's actually my friend. It's like, it's two different things, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the homie, but this nigga's actually this nigga is my friend, like, a real friend. Like, somebody I can depend on if I need some shit. Somebody that I offer some shit if he feel like I need some shit. You know what I'm saying? And as friends, nigga, we both decided to give yoga a try.
Right?
Yoga.
Right?
Doing
all that shit.
Doing all that.
All that shit.
I'm trying to think. Hey, we was doing none of this.
It was a little off.
You feel me? But, like, we was just being a little funny about the shit. But, like, legit, we was in a yoga class, nigga. I've taken 2 so far. But, like, the very first one that I tried with him was probably the most shocking of them all, because it was not only a new experience, but, like, that new experience opened up doors to what, and I'm gonna bring it back to episode 12 of what I said, nigga, no, it's not even 12, I think it was like 11, where we was actually playing, and I mentioned that my last goal for 25 was that I wanted to either meditate, find some kind of form of peace. I wanted to find legit peace, my nigga. So, like,
and we've been on it ever since.
You know what I'm saying? And that's with intention. Yeah. We are intentionally trying to, for sure, find peace, for sure, find a sense of belonging, nigga. Because and this is in a whole another direction, my nigga. Like, we just temples, right?
Right.
All right, for sure. I don't know where I belong, but I for sure fit to get it where I'm at.
You said that right
You know what
there.
I'm saying? Like I can't.
You
do
said
nothing,
that.
I can't do nothing else. So like for sure, I'm gonna keep doing this therapy shit. Cause that shit to me, man, I could describe it. I could describe what I feel, but like, I don't think I'm gonna do it justice. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I get things from I've gotten things from these 2 sessions that I have been struggling with getting or experiencing my entire life, nigga.
You know, look at being just open to, you know, meditation and yoga and stuff, and how that's just opening you more to things that you haven't been able to do, like you said, for your entire life. It's a testament to it, and it's a testament to just keep going forward. It's endless positive possibilities. And shoot, I enjoyed it. I've already reposted the next session and stuff like that. So like, you know, it'll be something that I will
Crazy,
be
my nigga.
continuously
That session
practicing.
that's on my daughter's birthday.
Mm,
My baby girl about to be 10.
man.
Cassidy, baby, I love you. If you ever see this shit one day, you know the deal.
Absolutely will. Absolutely will.
So look, before niggas start actually getting deeper with deeper thoughts, because that's where my mind going and shit, which is, he ain't gonna judge me if I get there.
We have these conversations on a regular basis, so it's
We
nothing.
gonna go ahead and stop it right there. You know what I'm saying? It's your big dog, 91.
And it's your boy,
Come
SB
on.
Press. That's a double underscore now when y'all looking for me.
Come on.
You already know we ain't gonna
Oh,
go
yeah,
backwards
we
about the
gonna get you
hacking
right.
of the
We
main
gonna get-
page, but I gotta get right, man. And it's just like, I'm not even really, like I said, I'm a social person, not social media, but I would like to have my numbers gradually get back up, because that's just more ways to get the messages out there and more publicity for other people. Because again, I'm just a vessel, and nothing that I'm here to do is for me. It's for the next person to help the next person. Each one can teach one. Iron sharpen iron. So again, I'm just a vessel to be given more to give more.
Yes,
So
sir.
yeah.
You know the deal. It's motivating my mental, right?
right.
It's your big dog 91, my dog SB Press. You come on.
You
Y'all
already
better
know.
y'all just need to understand one thing. What we do here, what we do everywhere, is just try to be our true, authentic selves. Right? Keep the judgment somewhere else. Keep it to yourself. If you want to be different, you want to see some difference, what they say, you got to be different.
Be organic.
All right, organically different. Nigga, I don't give a fuck what this seem like to niggas. I don't care what the fuck niggas got to say. You feel me? And low key, niggas don't be saying nothing.
Man.
I don't see too many like negative comments up under my shit. I'm not saying like I got like thousands of views and shit like that, but like I don't really get too much negative feedback. I'm all for feedback. Like, so if you got it, go ahead and shoot it, my nigga.
Constructive
But, like,
criticism is always.
you see what I'm saying?
You know,
Like, you're gonna have to see how that shit plays out. I'm not here just to hear no bullshit. You got some form of advice in the way of constructive criticism. Let's get it. I'm with that, cause nigga, that's how you grow as well, right? So we gonna get up out of here. I'm fucking with you, dog. Thank you.
you already know this is for life. You already know.